Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Claws and Fangs and Revolvers, our Werewolf the Wild West story. I'm the Ravenous Archon. My name is Will. I'll be your storyteller this evening. Last, we left off with our guru. We were missing one Arun, but we managed to meet our new Philodox. We opened up with them on the Moon Bridge, arriving in California, and they got to kind of see and feel the effects of the umbral storm for themselves. We established that Southern California is very different from Conflict, Colorado. We got to meet Liana first and see California through their perspective. The Three Rivers caern is a completely different caern to the one from the Sombra Escondida of Colorado. And we established that Liana lost the majority of her pack and that she's the only survivor out over where the mud volcanoes are to the northeast of the caern itself. We got to meet the caern's truth catcher, who we established prefers the Spanish pronunciation of her name, but understands that there's a lot of more non-Spanish speakers in the area. We also established that the caern has treated its kinfolk with respect, and we also learned that since her arrival here, that she's not heard from her brother Hugh as of yet, but the group arrived with the Silent Strider leading them down the bridge. They got a moment of introduction to each other to kind of describe how they look to themselves. Cora was pulled aside by the caern's alpha, who is an older woman with brown hair and some streaks of white and some kind of beginnings of crow's feet at the edge of her eyes. There's a pale, younger but weathered red-haired and light blue-eyed female keeper of the rites. And there was a male that looked to be about in his early 30s with a similar complexion to Walks with Spirits. He had a long black ponytail and 3 lines of tribal paint shooting out from his eyes out to his ears on the opposite side of his hair. They saw the male kind of smell the air around them and announced that they were not tainted. The Keeper of the Rites pulled the group to the side to discuss Artis's choice to abolish her past, and they learned that the umbral storm has been affecting them out here as well. She also explained that the Wendigo spirits had been riled up as of late and had claimed the domed volcano patch where they normally get their rock salt from. She explained that a pack was recently ravaged by said spirits, and introduced them to Liana as the only survivor. The group learned that Yonag has pushed the spirits in the area as of late. She asked the group if they would mind going after the rock salt themselves, since they have dealt with Yonag in the past, and they offered the Philodox survivor as a guide to the area. We got to see a little bit of interaction between the group as they warmed up to each other, I hope. But the group was also warned that if they chose not to go towards the mud volcanoes, that there was some rock salt veins out on the coast that they could go after, but they were warned about the Rokea that patrol the shoreline. For those unfamiliar with the Thera or the mythology of werewolf, Rokea are half-breeds of sharks, shark shifters, as it were. Because Gaia, in her infinite wisdom, gave every animal a chance to shine in her glory. And the War of Rage saw a lot of them destroyed by the werewolves because they considered themselves the top of the proverbial pyramid. Whether or not that's true, anybody's guess. It's not. Spoilers. But the Keeper of the Rites explained how their Metis was looking to enact the rite of absolution for their past before leaving them to their devices. She did remind them to speak to Franklin to let him know where they were going to go so that he could be prepared to act should they need assistance. And Liana explained about her pack and what they saw near the mud volcanoes, and the group leaned towards heading out to the coast to find the rock salt instead of dealing with the mud volcanoes, so as not to kind of trigger any past trauma in Liana. The group exchanged little bits of their background and their journey so far, and what brought them together. And we left off with the caern gathering for a communal cuddle puddle with its caern spirit, the bear. And this is where we're going to find everyone. All of you where you belong in your little boxes. Hello, look at these amazing people. So we left off with Cora coming back to the group, having had her chat with the Alpha. Like I said, she explained to you that from the Keeper of the Right's notes, the rock salt is necessary for the Right. And there are two options. There are the mud volcanoes, the domed volcanoes over to the northeast, or you could try going to the coast. But it is patrolled by Rokea. So it's up to you. But we did leave off with a group of regular Ursine and Spirit Ursine coming through the gauntlet to create this just kind of bowl of earth where everybody was gathering for warmth and camaraderie, as to bring up a word that Ray doesn't like. But that's where we're going to pick up. Everybody kind of bedding down, Cora reuniting with the pack. Now, a bunch of bears, and not the naked kind of men bears, but the actual like animal bear.
Don't tell Artis she's been playing with a naked man bear.
No, man. I just know how your mind thinks. I wanted to make sure that everybody clarify.
I appreciate the specificity.
You got it. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I open up the table to the rest of you.
I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah.
It's something you'll get used to.
A lot of ositos.
You both talked at the same time. I didn't hear what either of you said.
Perfect.
Go ahead, Donald.
It's a strange sight.
Cora reaches out and lets one of the bears sniff her hand.
It does. It's strange. Coming from a caern like yours that is about war and dominance and might makes right. The juxtaposition, the complete and utter 180 of having something like the bear be a caern spirit is jarring, to say the least. But one of the brown bears just comes over, and it's massive, and it could easily just bring you down, force you into your Krynos form, and start a whole war with you. But it does lumber over and just sticks its cold nose right up against the back of your hand. And after a long sniff, it licks the back of your hand and just snorts and plops down in front of you. Its little round ears shift, and then it yawns.
Cora just kind of gently reaches out and is starting to give this bear like a head massage. Just the gentlest little head massage with the little fingernails, little scritchies behind the ears. This is definitely not what I was expecting.
And you see the local guru just kind of come over. They find a place in between bears, or they'll direct bears to create cavities for themselves, and they'll shift down into lupus, or they'll kind of scrunch up against the side of a bear and just kind of start dozing off. Blankets are passed around as needed. It's not cold here. Another thing that you notice immediately is as the sun has long set and night has invaded the sky above you, the temperature is maybe 70, maybe upper 60s at the best, but it's not cold. Not Colorado cold.
Do you think if we spend the night here, we can sleep in the bear pit?
Is that what you want to do, Hummingbird?
She's like engulfed in bears at this current moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
It
not
may surprise
opposed.
you,
All I can
but it's
see is her
actually pretty
head.
comforting.
And you notice that as Artis is asking, there is a bear that has kind of lumbered towards her and just plopped down on her thighs and just has brought his head up and just squeezed the sides of her face. Just grunts upward from your chin up.
There's like as many hands as possible. Only 2, but so many.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Pepe and Walks, trying to see what they're doing.
What are you doing, boys?
Boys?
I've been taught from a young age the bears are dangerous. They don't like us.
Yeah, they don't.
Mm-mm. So I'm just like,
Just that face?
pretty close, yeah.
Pepper's gonna sit with one of them and share his jerky and food from his pockets with the bear.
Oh yeah, they're gonna steal that shit out of your pocket.
We're just gonna. I'm just plumped down, resting on it, keeping warm with the bear, and just, here you go, Osito. There you go.
Liana brings Pepe a blanket.
There you go. And yeah, the bear hungrily
Gracias.
eats the bacon. Licks your face
Gracias,
afterwards,
señora.
like licks your hand clean.
Yeah. I just just cheeks.
It's a completely
Probably
different
the most
vibe.
raggedy bear too.
Completely different vibe to the caern back in Colorado.
Cora just kind of slowly sits down next to the bear that she was kind of scritching.
Cora, do you believe that we'll have to leave immediately, or not?
I think we could probably rest, but we do need to gather that salt.
And the bear gently drops its head onto your lap.
The comfort of the bears makes it worth it to stay, I promise.
Cora is definitely doing this kind of just this little scratchy maneuver, trying her best to keep the adorableness
Mm-hmm.
that is happening on the inside of this warrior of Gaia.
Yeah.
I have to say that this feels better than the tiger when the circus is in town.
You've pet a tiger before.
I think I did.
Wow. I can't believe you got so close.
I don't think that it wanted me to, but I did it anyways.
And you walked away without a scratch.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's because it wasn't a tiger.
Oh? Well, what was it?
That was one of the best stat.
I
The
could
what?
pretend
I'm
it's
sorry.
a tiger.
Yeah. A bear next to you takes notice of what you said, like its little round ear perks up and the head turns in your direction.
It was a were-tiger.
That would still make it a tiger, though, wouldn't it?
Yep, but that's the whole thing, is that artists thought she was petting just a tiger.
I choose to believe that it's still just a tiger.
I think it's important to support people's beliefs. You know what, artist? If you pet a tiger, you pet a tiger.
Like, she...
And Cora, if you didn't see a tiger, then there was no tiger.
I'm not denying that she...
Schrodinger's
petted-
Farah.
I'm not denying that she ingratiated herself towards this tiger. The only problem is the tiger has human will. So if it wanted to bite you, it would have.
But it didn't, so you did a great job, artist.
You know who didn't see a tiger? Pepe.
I know, you were...
Artists either.
Ooh.
Damn, Wash. I didn't know you had it in you like that.
That one
Cold-blooded.
Good God, he's been hanging out with us too long.
Damn. You know who didn't see that coming? Artist.
Oh,
I never see it
Wow.
Mm.
See,
You
I'm
know,
just
you had
supporting
it
Cora's stance.
This is a little on a tangent, but ever since you said bacon, I keep singing Bacon Pancakes from Adventure Time in my head, and I'm getting very distracted.
Bacon
Bacon
pancakes. Making
pancakes.
bacon
Oh,
Making
man.
bacon pancakes. Make a bacon and you put it in a pancake.
cake.
Nothing
Nice.
will get
Man,
that
that sounds-
faster than all of us singing it horribly.
Yeah.
Pancakes.
And not
No
sing.
more than 10 seconds, or else we get monetized.
I'm sorry.
Oh no!
We get
Is
demonetized.
that considered pornographic?
I don't know.
What?
No. We get like copyright struck.
Yeah, we don't need that, because then they cut the audio off the whole thing, and there you go, it's a problem.
Garbage people.
Oh.
I didn't mention any names.
No.
Everybody ignore everything that I said.
Nobody said anything.
I
Just
just
bleep
said
it out
bacon.
later.
Yeah,
Bleep it in
pancake.
post.
Yeah. We'll clean it
No,
in
I want
post,
pancake.
right?
So, anyways, away from the bacon, back to the
Yeah.
tiger.
Back to the tiger talk.
Oh yeah.
Artist
didn't see
didn't
no
see a
tigre.
tiger, but she thinks that she felt a tiger. And that's all that matters.
100%. But is Cora and the pack going to stay the evening? Is the question.
Pepe,
Cora.
Pepe's already passed out, sprawled out on one of the bears, just laying out.
If Pipis passed out, then Artist pretends to pass out so that somebody has to move her or pick her up. Like when you're a child and you don't want to get out of the car.
Mhm.
So she's either
Leanna-
sleeping with the bears or not.
Liana brings Artist a blanket.
Nope.
And Liana's so nice, bringing everybody blankets.
Everybody.
That's because you don't know her yet.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
She's great.
oh. The blanket's nice and
Walks with
comfy.
spirits. Would you also like a blanket?
Thank you. Yes.
And
I'm
Cora,
tucked
should I
away
get you
from
one as
other
well?
bears. Sorry.
Are you nervous around the bears?
Just guarded.
They won't hurt you, but if you prefer to stay on the outside, you can rest with your blanket over here.
Hmm. Scooch over.
I knew it. I knew it
Away
was
from
coming.
bears.
Yeah,
Walks with
there's a
spirit
couple of red
strafes in a tree.
talons. Yeah, there's a couple of red talons and a couple of their kinfolk that don't trust the bears either, and so there's a separate kind of section for them.
Cora, I have a blanket for you as well. Would you like it?
I would like the blanket. Seeing artists feigning asleep,
Mhm.
and she knows she's feigning asleep.
Mm.
Pepe out
Yep.
and walks just over here.
If Cora gets literally anywhere near Artis, she's gonna like reach out and be like, "You should sleep with me. Like we're in the bed."
You should. But for Cora's notes, the alpha of the Three Rivers caern is named Finds the Path. She is a child of Gaia, a rune that is an Athro. The Keeper of the Rites, who has been helping you enact the ritual, is named Bound in Starlight. She is a Fianna Theurge that is also an Athro. There's no elders here, as far as what you've heard, but there's several Athro and Adrins running around.
They must have all either mentally, Cora's thinking they must have all either passed or they're definitely laying low. They don't want to get involved.
Mhm.
Cora kind of slides down against the bear. Since we've got this weird curl you situation going on.
Oh.
And she's definitely not too far from Artis. That's definitely the way things are.
Yep.
Yeah, if Artis can like feel your presence, she's gonna like always keep like a foot or a hand or a pinky in your direction to just touch you. Because now she's grown accustomed to you being near and she's like, eh. Through the fucking blanket of bears, she's like, please touch me while we sleep.
Yep. Boop.
So much for faking being asleep.
Yep.
Shh.
Cora just looks at Liana when she says something like that, and it's like,
Oh, this is my life.
I guess I'll get used to you.
The night goes by uneventfully. It is probably some of the most comfortable sleep you've had on the road. There is a bit of snoring. There's this strange but thrumming cacophony of snores from all the bears and most of the guru. But first light starts to peek through the canopy. You hear the little bit of babbling from the nearby rivers, and people start to go about their morning routine. You can hear a couple of people stretching, the sounds of those elongated yawns from the pack that's been designated to go hunting for the morning feed. A couple of people are waking up the kinfolk, setting aside some of the vegetables and fruits to serve as well. Some legumes, things like that. finds the
Is there
path.
any bacon for Pepe's pocket, or no, not?
We won't know until the hunting party comes back.
Pepe, you grab that pocket bacon.
Oh, yeah, we got a long trip ahead of us now. Need a snacky snacks.
Yep. Finds the path, comes over in the morning, in her lupus form, and shifts up as she approaches the group into her Hamid form. It is. I'm glad to see that you were not turned away by the bear. You have been very welcoming to most of our kind.
I admit I was nervous at first, but they seemed comforting.
We
How did
learned
this arrangement come to be?
we used to be a cairn of war, and over the last couple of generations, we've distanced ourselves from that mentality. We're far enough away that the closest town is a day's run in either the southwest, the northwest, or the easterly direction. We're secluded enough that we don't have to deal with the expansion that is currently happening. And so when Yonog and his brood first came out here and started to rile up the Wendigo, we learned that to fight it ourselves would just be a losing battle. Bear had existed here long before us. They knew the hills, they knew the trees, the rivers, the best places to fish, the berries that were safest to eat. Without Bear, we probably would not have had this cairn. So we offered ourselves to Bear. And Bear accepted us. I'm surprised that your alpha would let you come here. Though having seen your dynamic, I understand why.
I'm
We had
sorry,
the-
but what do you mean by that?
Oh, and it's not directed at you, Liana's.
I'm just curious.
The alpha at their cairn is an old wolf who is a stickler of the old ways.
Oh, I understand.
He has a reputation about him.
Well, I'm glad that you all decided to come here because I got to meet a wonderful group of people. Or so I think. I guess I don't really know you very well.
We will see. I assume your alpha wanted to be rid of you. And if you spend enough time talking to people here, you'll find out that a lot of them come from places that wanted to be rid of them.
That
Liana
much-
walks away sad.
Okay.
Hmm. That much is true. He didn't much care for our pack. In fact, when we asked to utilize the moon bridge, he set us up with a nearly impossible task. If we didn't complete the task, he was going to separate our pack completely. So either way, he was going to win.
It is unfortunate that he is what is necessary in the area. News of your part of Colorado has not been enthusiastic. Numbers are dwindling.
Numbers are dwindling, people are increasing. The train. The tracks move further and further.
The web stretches from coast to coast now.
So, I assume that means you just try your best to coexist with nature here.
We do. Those of us that are Hamid born, like myself, we are the ones that have been tasked with dealing with the towns as they spring up, as they start to spread. Some of us have made it a point to ingratiate ourselves in lives, setting ourselves up as voices of the community and keeping the wilderness as wild as it can be.
Such a different thought process.
Bear teaches us patience. It's hard, but sometimes it pays to step back and see the painting for what it is rather than focus on the stroke.
Cora kind of nods. What's the best way to put it is that she seems fascinated. And there's also, when it comes to her feelings, there is confliction there.
Yeah. And you notice that she opens her mouth to say something, and one of the humans comes over holding a tin cup of coffee that she hands her, and as finds a path, takes a sip of it. The younger, not young girl, but definitely younger than her, girl runs her fingers through her hair, and then leans over and they kiss. But she turns back to you. Has your group decided on a path forward?
Not yet exactly. So far, from my accountings, there's at least 2 of us that want to brave the coast. Am I
Artist
correct?
like immediately juts up her hand.
Perhaps the mud volcanoes, though.
Liana, do you have a preference?
I would actually prefer to go to the coast, the beach. The volcanoes. I'm not sure how I feel about seeing that so soon. After losing my pack. If you think that it would be better to do that, I am sure that I can brave it out.
And you see something that you wouldn't have seen back at your cairn. Finds a path, steps over, and looks at Liana before doing it for consent. But if allowed, she does kind of put her hand on Liana's back and just kind of rubs up and down very reassuringly and very matronly.
Liana accepts consent.
But she looks at the group. You may feel free to speak to any of the bears for guidance. I feel that the spiritual ones would be more useful than the wild ones, especially some of the more transitional ones. We still have some cubs that have come and learned that there is food here for them if they put on a sad face.
Oh. Oldest trick in the book.
It shows, though, how much influence man has over nature. I doubt they would have done it without us here.
That is fair.
I will be with our Keeper of the Rights when you are ready. Like we said, should you need assistance, please let Franklin know where you are going. And the Franklin that she is referring to is their worm foe. His name is his guru name is Bathed in Glory. He's an Iron Rider. He's a Philodox, but he's also an Adren.
This is a very interesting caern. And Cora kind of looks at Walks with Spirits.
To the coast, then.
How would you feel about talking to a bear? Gaining some guidance. You are our theurge.
To the coast, then.
This is very strange to see so many bears at peace.
Cora's kind of looking at him with this, I get it.
In my tongue, when you shift and become enraged, the word is literally the same as bear. It's all we know of them. But these are smaller and not bearing their massive. I'll scan around for a little spirit bear.
Yeah.
Bear spirit.
What age are you looking to poke for? Because you
One that
got.
might be old enough to know about shark people.
All right.
I don't know if we should be poking for any age.
Oh, always get consent. So you're gonna avoid the smaller, younger-looking bears and go for
Unless
the.
they've got that, like the frosted tips that they were out in the ocean.
Oh, like they left their surfboard at home, kind of look.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those were the ones that were born in the 90s.
The 1790s.
1990s. Yeah. There is one massive spirit bear. That is the one that all the bears kind of will defer to. So there is that one that is kind of sitting in the center of what was the cuddle puddle, where everybody's now kind of waking up and moving on with the day's business. And there's a couple of large looking bears, and they have that discoloration around the snout, around the base of the ears, kind of like around the back of the mouth, where the lips kind of end, almost like the coloration of age on a dog.
I'll go over to one of those smaller. The big one's quite intimidating.
Huge.
So I'll go over to one of them, the medium old ones.
The for context, the large main bear, standing up on all fours at the shoulder, is 12 feet tall. The smaller bears that you've chosen to talk to, on all fours at the shoulder, kind of comes up to 5.5, almost 6 feet. So it looks you in the eyes when you talk to it.
Wonderful.
What could go wrong?
Hello, bear.
It looks at you and it smells. Woo.
You're doing great, Donald. Keep doing it.
Just imagine Cora off to the side.
I mean, I don't know if that was like a racial slur.
Right?
It's
Is that how
your
he greets a
name.
wolf? We go to the coast. Can you share about the coast with us? You know?
Big river. Wide. Salty. And it goes bah and just sticks out its tongue. Not drink.
Rokea?
Yes.
Good? Bad? Salty?
Salty. Not eat. Bah, again. And what I love about this conversation is that Walks is the only one that understands what's being said. Everybody just kind of hears grunting and huffing, and then every so often you just see the bear. Bah.
I love this. This is great.
The life of a theurge.
I just saw that.
The tail, yeah. I looked up and saw the tail too.
Okay, she was really upset because I closed the door and now the door's open and she's like, it's time for me to invade everything that you're doing.
It was like a tentacle coming out of the darkness.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I attack the darkness.
Need some Cheetos and some Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Magic missile.
Yeah, if there's only ogres there, I want to kill them.
So hide from Rokea. Talk to Rokea.
It sniffs you again.
You hide.
Wolf. Wolf take. Wolf always take.
Thank you.
And just kind of puts his head against your chest.
I try to whatever kind of reassuring patty greeting. Pat, 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 pat.
This is too cute.
Perfect. And then just lumbers off.
A
couple of the cubs-
Nature's gifts.
Yeah, a couple of the cubs come rushing over to it and just whacks one away with a backhand.
Oh, I thought they were gonna swarm me like,
No.
you know, we know all about the sea.
Yeah.
It's made of honey.
Put it in your mouth. Yeah, no.
You should definitely go there. Rokea, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lick them. They like that.
Taste the candy. So I go back to Cora, and I think they would want us to our death with the Rokea. We will easily take whatever we want, according to Bear. But I think that's just Bear's view of Wolf.
All right.
The ocean is salty.
Is that the information you've gained?
Well, we're looking for.
Yes.
So, it's the right path.
I mean, I could have told you that. That the
You
ocean is
didn't.
salty.
You didn't.
No. Nobody asked. That is information that I do know.
Ooh.
There are Rokea there, according to Bear.
Well, I guess we are going to try our best. To the coast.
If there's anything specific, I can try bigger Bear.
Does this mean Pepe has to wake up now?
Oh, you've been awake.
Yeah, I've been.
Like the bears all got up and left, and so if Pepe was still trying to sleep, he's on the floor.
I'm on the floor.
He's at the bottom of
Pepe
the
on the
bowl.
floor.
Yeah, bottom of the earth
I'm
bowl.
on the floor in the dirt. In the dirt.
Every so often, somebody will look at him and just be like, "All this
That boy
day,
ain't right.
all this day, you
Is
had
there
him."
bacon available anywhere that we can just like
Dangle
wave
in front of
his
him.
nose?
The hunting party hasn't come back yet.
So how
will
can we
lift him
leave if
clear
the
off the
hunting
ground.
party?
So, any thoughts of how to deal with the Rokea?
I think avoid. Bear thought
Signs?
we just take.
Are there specific places that they dwell, like sand dunes, or do we have any indication how to avoid them? Or do we just run the opposite way when we see or feel them?
Away from water?
Well, that's no fun.
Excuse me.
Big Bear?
Big Bear.
Do you need help?
Same as last time. All of them in the corner. You got this.
I'm
All-
just
all-
not as spiritual as you, so if you're going to require assistance, I need to know in advance.
If you want to speak and have me be translate.
Oh no. This is your role.
Just making sure. I will more specific. More about the okay.
Cora is going to go with him this time.
Okay.
It's a big bear.
Yeah.
Big bear.
And with this case, since, she feels his uncomfortability with the situation, she is going to use her inspiration.
Oh,
which
okay.
is one of her gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna spend a point of gnosis.
Mm.
And then all my friends here get to receive a willpower point, which disappears if it's not used before the end of the scene. So if any roll comes up for Walks with Spirits on this sort of trek, you can actually use the willpower to gain an automatic success.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's for everybody except me, so.
Yeah.
Hot.
That's how that works.
Yep.
I'm a giver.
Yeah, you sure
I
are.
bet you are.
Do. This whole episode is about how to get demonetized. But you both are gonna go over to the big bear.
Big bear. And now I'm quite inspired though to do it.
Oh, yeah.
I think Cora was probably telling him some story about a mighty bear in Greece,
Yeah, of course.
some mythos.
Yeah.
Hercules fucked that bear up, no
Fuck
matter
yeah.
how big it was.
Yeah. Put his
You got this.
whole forearm right in its anus.
Yep.
So in Greece, it's actually Heracles. Just throwing that out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Malacca's alive.
All of them. While the two of you are pumping each other up and making your way towards the big bear, where are Liana, Artis, and Pepe?
Liana had walked away sad.
Yeah.
That means it's...
Seeking... What?
No, I was just gonna say then I'm wherever Pepe is, I'll be.
Okay.
And she was seeking Fights the River.
Okay. Fights the River is the Octana Philodox Truth Catcher.
Wait, Fights the River?
Mm-hmm. You just
Fights
got
the
that?
River is
Fights
Liana's
You
mentor.
just got that now?
Yeah, I just...
Okay. Enjoy that.
Yeah. Fights the River.
Yeah.
Hey Chewy, nice new glasses. I love them.
Thank you, man. Glad you noticed. You will find Elena at a little off, not too far away from the main part of the cairn, but she's off kind of dealing with some of the other younger kinfolk, preparing them if they change, since they're about the age, and letting them kind of instruct them on the kind of what's it called? Not Reader's Digest, but the Litany for Dummies kind of thing. Like she's watering down the rules of World Society, like the laws and things like that. What's allowed, what's not allowed, and in the middle of one of the answers to what is, from her tone of voice, what was a dumb question, she claps her hands and she goes, "All right, everybody, go find yourself a snack, and let me take a moment." And the youngins kind of run off, unaware that they've disturbed her. But she turns to give you her full attention. There are there are days when I would happily backhand every one of them and deal with the repercussions. How can it be of service?
Elena, I don't think that's a good way to think about children.
I mean, they're all older than 10. They can take it. And she smiles.
Leona laughs, and then asks for guidance.
Hmm.
Elena, I'm being sent on a mission with a pack that showed up yesterday, and we need the salt from the coast, but people are talking about going towards the volcanoes, and I'm just nervous after having lost my pack.
Right.
I need some guidance and support.
And she motions to a couple stumps. She sits down across from you. We lead a very dangerous life. And it's not one that you chose, and it's not one that was given to you lightly. You carry with you a legacy of Gaia's chosen. She gave us the gift of both worlds to be better than the sum of our parts. We are not just part of the material realm, we're also part of the spirit realm, and together we can invoke change in the world, and that carries with it a heavy price. And sometimes we have to do things that push us way past our boundaries. And
I feel like that's all I've been doing is pushing and pushing and trying, and I feel like I've lost so much. I don't want to lose anymore.
I understand. I would vocalize my concerns to the pack. And this is a pack that comes from a different territory. They might do things differently, more traditionally than what we do here. And so maybe getting the alpha on your side would be the best angle. They might defer to whatever she says, and she's the pack's full moon, as opposed to coming at it from a council perspective, where every voice has weight.
That makes sense. Thank you, Elena. I really appreciate having been able to get so close to you and have you as my leader.
Of course.
I will definitely try to go speak to Cora and see. Hopefully she's understanding of my concerns.
I hope so. There has not been a long list of good interactions with from her caern. So.
That just makes me more nervous.
You are a fellow dox. If anyone should be listened to by an Arun, it should be you.
You're right.
On that.
I'm going to go into that conversation with confidence.
Excellent.
Thank you.
If Pepe is still pretending to be asleep, he will not feel the situation that's coming. And since artists can't see shit, no one can warn you about the handful of cubs that have no outlet for their rambunctious energy. And so they all dogpile you.
Oh man, that is quite fun.
So
So they
Artis,
just all jump on top of me?
no, on top of Artis.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it
That's
was
not
on Pepe.
fun.
I was like,
No.
well,
No,
yeah. I thought it was on Pepe too. That's why he was like,
No.
"Oh, that's fun."
no.
Um,
But
then
there is
a genuine
four
oof.
cubs just decide to use Artis for the explanation of their over exuberance of energy.
There is an oof, and then there's definitely a genuine shriek or very shrill scream.
that wakes me up.
Okay. Yep.
Awake.
Four wild bears, 2 real and 2 spirit bears, have assaulted Artis.
It's not an assault. That's a huggle.
Oh, we're seeking salt, special salt for artists, right?
Yeah.
It's the right kind of salt.
The right,
Donald.
the right kind of salt.
Donald.
But yeah, Pepe will hear her shriek.
Tiga, are you okay?
I am not suffering. Let me die like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's like
That looks
one
like
bear, just kind of like pulling on her ponytail. There's another bear pulling at her shoe. Another little cub bear just kind of like biting on to one of the books on her side and just kind of like pulling at it. They're trying to pull her in different directions.
There's a very insincere help to Pepe if he's awake. I don't know if you're actually awake or if you're like.
Yeah. No, I'm stretching. I see, but you said you were there. I'm like, oh, okay. You got this. He's having fun. I leisurely walk over there, stretching, yawning, scratching my ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, adjusting, fixing. You know, making sure I smell good.
Yeah.
You never do, but it's okay. That's fine.
Never.
I smell like a bear now.
I'm
Last night.
also gonna smell like a bear in a moment because I think. And then she like pats the one that's chewing on her shoe. I think every single article of clothing I have is gonna be damaged and smelling like a bear from now on.
The one that you pull off of your shoe scampers away. The other 3 find new places and new angles of attack.
And there's like a very fake rough play back of like rah and then like very gentle pats. Like
The moment you go rah, all of them scatter.
no. And then she's like, I'm sorry.
They left Chiquitica.
That wasn't frightening, was it?
No, you look like you had it under control. I think one of them probably took your shoe though.
What? My like, and then she feels around for
No,
her
they're
foot.
there. They're still there.
They're there. Oh, that wasn't very nice.
My mistake, sorry. Perdóneme. I'm still waking up. It was good sleep, cuddly, fuzzy ositos.
Ositos.
You know? Yeah, that's a bear. Osito.
Those are different words, though. What you're saying, Pepe. Oso is different than osito.
No, oso is also osito. Also.
And then she's like, "Sure, it is."
No, that's how it is.
What day is it today? Do you know?
The morning.
Well, that's the time of day. That's close, but I meant, did you know which day of the week it is?
Nah, I don't keep track of that.
I just wanted to know if I needed to do extra prayers because it was Sunday or not. But I can do it anyways. It doesn't hurt to do it.
Praying is always good, Chiquitica. You can pray whenever you want.
And she takes out the
Dios always
rosary that she
listens.
got from Pepe's old church. The rosary that was given to me by the ghost of the nun.
Yeah.
Pepe, you wouldn't be offended if I use this one from now on, would you?
Look at the rosary. I recognize it, right?
Yep. It is.
No,
it is the nun's rosary herself.
No, not at all. Madre
Okay.
will be happy. And artists can't see, but I give a nice smile, like one of those.
Well then, I will go through them quickly so that we can find you, or we can wait for the hunting party to get back so that you can get your pocket bacon.
Yes, if we're gonna go on that place, go see the coast, to see the ocean, like you say.
Mhm.
That thing, I've only read about it in books, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm prepared and ready. Plus, if there's these rocks, the sharks or whatever, I want to make sure I have something to feed them. We can probably have a party like we did here with the bears.
I mean, if they're soft, but they might not be soft like the bears, Pepe.
I've never seen a tiburon. Just read about it in books. So
Well, we can look at them from afar first and see if they're friendly. In the friendly way, not in the friendly way.
I don't get it.
I don't either. I was just trying. I don't know.
But you just said that you said the same word twice. I don't.
But you said the
that
same
makes
word
no
about the bear, and I'm trying to. Garrett explained it to
No.
me, but I don't think he explained it well.
I don't get it. Friendly, but friendly, not friendly.
He was saying that there was a gentleman caller who was overtly friendly, but when I asked him if he wanted to be friends, he said no. So I wasn't sure what that meant.
Oh.
Okay, well, now that you've come to realize what that meant, what does it mean?
He wasn't a friend.
But he was friendly?
But he wasn't a friend. Do you understand? You get it?
No.
I get it. He doesn't want to. He wasn't a friend.
But then why would he be friendly?
Because he wasn't a friend.
Oh boy. I'm going to start my prayers. And she starts with the first, the sign of the cross at the first bead of the rosary.
Yeah. There's a howl that pierces the kind of communal noise, the buzz of daily activity, and then there's another howl, and then there's this chorus of howls of triumph. It is very clear the hunt has gone well, and the pack is on its way back. And the sound of the wolves in the distance as Cora and Walks come up to this bear. You see it tilt its head up, its little round ears turn in the direction of the howls. And then there is this sadness that creeps over its face, and it looks down at the two of you as you approach. Whoa.
Bear.
It nods.
Share.
I swear at first I thought you were saying woof, not wolf, and I was like, this is even funnier than the first time.
Oh, I've only heard woof the entire time.
Perfect.
So I'm not the only one.
That's why I thought that might have been a slur.
All these bears are derogatory assholes.
Yeah,
Woof.
they just look at us and go like, woof, you know?
Woof. No. Wolf. Is what they've been saying.
Ah.
But yeah, it nods when you call it bear.
Yagna. We go to help our friend.
It nods.
Share about Rokea.
Dangerous. Fierce.
Bear and Rokea.
Fight. They
Wolf and Rokea.
fight. Shark. Not friends. Take. Like wolf.
I try to be conciliatory as he says that.
Big river. Salt. Not drink.
Find special salt. Were we told a special name for it?
Just rock
I
salt.
don't remember. Sorry?
Just rock salt.
Find rock salt. Special
They
place.
shark grow. Shark use. Shark keep. Treasure.
Shark protect.
Shark protect.
Salt here.
He looks up, you see him smell the air, and he turns
Volcano.
in a direction. Hot earth. Salt. Dangerous. Stormborn.
Yog.
Nods. Kin of Yonag. Monster. Lodo.
Lodo.
Lodo. Dangerous. Wolf killer.
Plolodo.
No. There's no Plotolo here. This isn't a sci-fi show.
Look, you're the one that said it. I don't know.
Anyway, that's Dolo, not Lodo.
Hey, things can get mixed up.
Maybe.
It was hundreds of years ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Exactly.
Is there something that maybe the sharks want? Like something they might trade for?
Shark. Other treasure. Trade.
Hmm. Maybe. Shark. Not big on talk.
How fight shark?
Not in big river.
Rock salt in Big River?
Nods.
Cora's just looking at Walks's face during this whole thing because she knows she can't understand anything he's saying.
Yeah.
So all she has is his facial expressions to go off of in this moment.
It's just a lot of growling back and forth. There's no but to speak of. So it's just like, I guess this is better.
Oh no, the bear word for shark has to be great.
Brr.
I'll turn to Cora and give a brief. The Rokea fight bears or wolves. They treasure the rock salt that we and
The bear fades back into the Umbra.
oh no. Thank you.
Thank you. She tries to say thank you. She tries to bow a little bit as it goes.
Yeah, it's funny. Like the moment that Walks turns to you and starts talking to you, the bear looks down at the two of you. It looks around, and then just figured you were done with him, and so he vanished.
Yep.
I'm out.
I'm gone. Peace out.
Thank you, Bear. That was a brief segue.
Proud of that one.
Good job. Hope you're proud of yourself.
In fact, I'm Ursine proud.
Mm.
Don't worry, they get worse.
Oh, man.
So what are we gonna do next?
Rocks fall. Everybody dance.
Stormborn guards the mud volcano, and the Rokea keep the rock salt that they have as a treasure in the big river.
The last time you fought a Stormborn, you lost one of your own.
Mm-hmm. And that's where Cora was gonna go on that.
Mm-hmm.
We lost our last Philodox fighting Stormborn.
Better to lose a new Philodox in a new way.
And that's the other thing, is the Philodox lost their entire pack to these Stormborn.
Single Stormborn.
It has markings of fate. On the one side, a new challenge that we can bring triumph with a new full pack. On the other side, an old challenge for both us and our new friend that we might be able to undo victory. Both seem like defeat.
I don't think she's ready for facing that. So I think we're going to have to go with the new.
The hunting party arrives, and they have 4 or 5 boars and a couple of big elk. And the kinfolk start getting to work. Some of the lupuses dig out the biggest elk and the biggest boar's livers and they offer it to find the path. And as her station dictates, she takes her his form and she eats both of them in one bite. She nods, and the lupus hunters nod. And the rest of the food starts getting divvied up. You can smell some of it being cooked. They are cutting not strips of bacon, but definitely Canadian bacon, like just fried ham, like little discs that you can kind of roll up like pocket tacos.
Hey, no more. Pep is there.
Okay.
Filling up his pockets.
Yeah. But everybody can sit down to eat with breakfast if they so choose. Does everybody come together at this point?
I would follow Pepe into wherever we're eating at.
Yeah, I guide artists to the table and definitely start filling up my pockets. I see if I can persuade her to stick some in her purse or her bag.
No, we don't. First of all, I don't.
No, the satchel. The
carry.
satchel.
No.
What happened to the satchel? No satchel.
No, I have a satchel. I don't have a purse.
Pepper's gonna persuade.
Roll it.
I will. I actually will use my. I'm gonna use my persuasion gift.
All right. Well, what's my defense? How can I defend?
Okay.
Is your purse actually made of suede though?
I actually have the gift of persuasion.
Remember your inspiration, because everybody gets it but Cora.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you
even
have
better.
Make sure to use it on shenanigans.
Yeah, so you can.
But you also do too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So they cancel each other out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cancel each other out, you dingus. What do I do? Chewy, what do I use to defend persuasion?
Okay, so
page
you're gonna
139.
Yeah, you're gonna roll your willpower, Ray.
Yeah.
Of 7. Actually, of 8, because you have a bonus one.
Yep.
A little floaty one. Pepe is going to roll his. Are you trying to force her to take some of the bacon, or are you trying to convince her to take some of the bacon?
Convince her.
Okay, so it's going to be charisma instead of manipulation.
Not force. Yeah, convince. Not force.
Yeah. And it looks like
charisma.
Yeah, it's going to be charisma instead of manipulation.
Charisma.
And it doesn't.
I'm not gonna use my gift.
Okay. It doesn't look like you have the intimidation angle here.
Wait, and then I have an automatic success because that's what you said, right?
No. You have an extra point of willpower that they've allowed you. You can use it to give yourself an automatic success, but then that would reduce your dice pool.
That's fine. I want that.
Okay, so you're gonna roll 7 dice instead of 8, but you already have 1 automatic success.
Perfect.
So Pepe, I'm gonna let you choose between expression, subterfuge, or etiquette on how you want to attack artists.
What is the?
I'm not attacking.
I mean, socially attacking.
Just trying to get more food for the pack.
Correct, but you're still socially attacking her.
What is the threshold that I needed to pass?
6 or higher.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not including the automatic success from. Yeah, I only had 1. That was 3.
Okay, so 7.
7 successes.
Be interesting.
You're not getting in my fucking satchel.
You don't want him to put his bacon in your pocket?
No, I don't.
A hot pocket.
I don't want a hot pocket
in her slot.
How dare you?
So out of the 5 dice that I rolled, I got 4 successes plus the automatic one. So yeah,
5.
7 trumps my 5.
How dare you turn this into a dirty comment?
That trumps my 5.
Yeah, you try to convince her.
Uh-huh.
You kind of even fold it up, put it in her hand, kind of show her how little space it's gonna take up. And there's just something about having this recently cooked, still almost burning hot and greasy meat put into your hand that you're just like, no.
She throws it into her mouth immediately. She's just like, thank you for feeding me.
Chiquitica, be careful, you can burn yourself. It was still hot. I was just saying to put it in the satchel so we can have it on our trip. For the pack if we get hungry.
I'm very hungry right now.
Every time that you put meat in her hand, it goes right into her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Putting anything of
It's like
away.
college.
Wow.
Damn. Okay.
We
Take it all in.
learned so much.
I give her another one. I give her another one.
Right in her mouth.
Right in. There you go.
No, not in her hand. In her hand.
Yeah, and it goes right into her mouth.
It's just like this.
Yeah, it's a conveyor belt. It's like a trebuchet. It's like a flesh trebuchet.
How much can she put in her mouth until she decides to put it in her satchel?
How much are you going to try to put in her satchel?
All right, are we rolling dice again? Because I will roll again.
No. You're resisting by eating it and not letting him put it in your bag. So if he continues to push, at a certain point, you're going to have to vomit.
No.
No.
And I'll roll for that.
I wouldn't.
Come.
I wouldn't do that. I'm done. All right, Chiquitica. I guess no bacon in the no extra bacon on our trip in your satchel.
Don't put any of your meat in her pocket.
No meat pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see how I can figure out to put more meat in my pocket still.
Yeah. So.
I know another spot, and I take off my hat and put it there.
Yeah.
Right there.
All of you are brought together at the table as you see Pepe putting bacon in his hat.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be the secret stash, the lucky one. Plus, the grease would do wonders for your hair.
Fact. It's science.
Dios mío. It's gonna drip down.
It's science.
All right.
Yep. But all of you get to see this nice exchange between the two of them.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, we wouldn't want to miss that.
No. This is how friendly they are with each other. Super friendly.
What kind of friendly?
Not even a small piece, Chiquitica.
I can eat another small piece. Yes.
No. I'm not gonna throw up on our trip. That's too much.
I'm not feeling queasy at all. I could have a full glass of milk if I had it.
Do you want a full glass of milk, Artis?
No.
She is watching her face intently through that statement.
I'll get you a glass of milk, Chiquitica. Wait right here. I'll be back. I go so I can get a glass of milk.
Yeah, they have goat's milk.
There's goat's milk? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you said ghost milk. I was like, you milked
goat.
a
Yeah,
ghost?
that's what I heard too. I heard ghost milk. I'm like,
Juiced a ghost.
It's from the ghost of the nun.
Just ring it right into the cup.
Girl.
Yeah.
good old Casper.
Still lactose.
And they see that they have a little tin cup there, and right as you ask for it, they bring it down underneath the goat, and they just like bang, bang, bang.
It's still warm.
Mm-hmm.
Gracias.
Straight from the tap.
To go with the hot bag.
It's still warm, but not hot, right?
Right. It's body temperature.
No.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I put it in her. I put it in her hands. So.
You better only
It's
put it in
just
my
fre-
hands
it's
as
fre-
milk.
It's just fresh.
And then she tries to make a joke. Should I put this in my satchel? And then she like tries to nudge, but I don't know if she makes it. But she'll try to nudge his elbow with her elbow.
Yeah. It's just an elbow
Chiquitica.
moving around in space.
Of
course,
You're
just
so
sitting
funny.
at the table. And she is so glad Arnis can't see her right now because she is definitely doing the.
Yep. This is your pack.
I'm surrounded by malacas. There isn't any.
Is the milk good, Manita? Is it good? Bueno?
Yes. Yes.
You
It's
like
good.
it? You like it?
Good job.
Yes.
All right.
Franklin comes over as he sees the group is gathered. All right, so I heard from our esteemed Aruna that you'll be heading out today. Is there a solidified plan?
The plan is to get the rock salt.
Excellent. From where? So I know where to send any of the wolves in case you need help.
We're going to the coast.
Where the rock salt is.
The coast. Okay. And he looks back at the Arun and the keeper of the rights, and he looks back at the table. All right, the coast it is then. I'll make a note and let the right people know where you're going.
Do you have
Vamos
any
a la playa.
advice on the Rokea?
Don't fight them.
Perhaps where we should go?
They patrol the whole coastline. They claim that it's theirs. Anything that the ocean touches is theirs, and we never know how far that extends. But if you find yourself on sand, you are in their territory.
And there's sand everywhere.
Yeah, there is. And he walks away. There's that tail again.
Are you sure you think this is the best idea?
If Senora Cora says so, I think it is a good idea.
I don't want to personally be the reason why you choose to go to the coast instead of the volcanoes. I don't know if one's a better choice than the other.
Last time fought the Stormborn, we lost our Philito. So it's troubling for us as well.
So I guess it's a matter of, do we all stand together and face our fear, or do we run away from it and face something unknown?
Either way you look at it, we're facing our fears, because if we choose not to go to the coast because we're scared of some sharks, the same thing as not going to the volcanic rocks. It's still the same thing. And they both have what we're all looking for, which is the rock salt. That's like having two Pepes, one that showers and one that doesn't. It's still Pepe at the end.
I personally think I would like the Pepe that showers more, but that's okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pepe showers, but there's nothing to shower. So Pepe bathes every now and then when there's water and soap available. Especially the lavender, it smells really good.
Cora, that's very impressive. Remember, he wouldn't bathe when we met him.
That's true. I had to
I'll
get
make sure to
this
pack
off.
extra soap in my bag before we
I'll
leave.
make
Extra
sure to
soap in my bag before we leave.
Is
I
this
had to-
still a metaphor? Or
Wait, wait,
Wait,
un segundo. Did you say extra soap in where?
In my bag?
Big mistake.
Señora Liana, vengas
Yes,
conmigo.
Pepe?
Come with me. Come. And I'm gonna
Okay.
bring Liana to the table of food.
Okay. There's plenty
And
cut up meat and
Señora Liana, last night you took care of not just me, but me and Manita,
let's get a monologue. Let's
Artist.
get going.
man, it's overdue.
artists. You took care of all our clans, my fellow family. It is only right that I return the favor by getting this meat and putting some in your bag for our trip so you do not starve along our trek and the rest of our pack.
Pepe, do you need an extra bag? I have a free bag.
No. I don't need a bag. I wouldn't know what to do with the bag.
You would put the meat in the bag, and then you could
Mhm.
tie it somewhere so it's like an extra pocket.
Revolutionary.
You have a new pocket, and then that way, none of us have to have our bags smelling like meat.
How big is this bag you're talking about, Senora Liana?
I would say it's like a sack, a little sack.
It's not the size of the sack that matters. It's how much bacon you can put in it.
This is true. Voice of reason in my head.
Picture it as a little bit bigger than your current pocket. You're just getting an extra pocket full of meat.
I mean, I don't want to take any of the bacon going in your satchel, but if you insist, and if this has to be the way, I mean, hey.
Believe me, I insist. I don't want any of my things smelling like bacon. I would rather your things smell like bacon.
Bacon's such a good smell. Like,
and that is why I am offering you this bag, Pepe.
Especially a week's old bacon, right there, and between two slices of bread.
How about I go get that bag for you now?
Gracias, señor. And I take off my hat. Gesture, thank you.
The moment he takes off his hat, there's just a salad of bacon on top of his head. Yeah, and one of the kinfolk has been listening to this and just slowly starts to hold out a small, like, clutch bag sized handbag. I already have bacon in it that I was going to save for myself. He can have it if he wants.
Oh, gracias. In your name?
Juan.
Juan?
Juan.
Juan?
Juan.
Pero Juan.
Juan.
That's where are you from?
Mexico.
Sí, ¿de qué parte?
Monterrey.
Monterrey.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you.
No, nunca he ido.
No? Very nice.
No.
I was also taught to put bacon in my pocket.
¿Verdad? Los gringos no saben.
No saben.
No, ellos no saben. Juan, and I just go up and give Juan a hug because he understands.
He's confused for a moment, but he accepts it. This is his life.
This is a great. You got a great thing going on here, Liana. You're on mute.
I'm happy to help as long as my things don't smell like bacon.
The bar is
Grab
so
my
low
sack.
in this pack.
I'm realizing that.
Yeah, we
There you go.
managed to limbo under it every time.
You stellar acrobatics.
So I still have an extra bag, though. You know,
Don't
Juan
give
gave you
him.
his bag.
Don't
I'm
give him
not
that
going to give
action.
it. I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking to myself now. We can prepare maybe
That-
not meat. It's something else
That-
to go in the bag.
Yeah,
The rock salt. We're gonna have to pack the rock salt somewhere, right?
This is true.
correct.
Ep is always thinking of everything.
Always.
Always.
The breakfast continues, and at once everybody has their fill, you are shown the direction of the coast. Again, you are warned about the Rokea, and you are told to be careful, and that should anything happen, that they will be listening for any howls of distress. Franklin will not follow you, but try to keep himself as close as he can hear you and still be effective with the cairns, defenses, and whatnot. And as you set off for the coast, I think this is a good spot to call it for tonight. You are now a pack that has been thrust together. We'll see if you can survive the Rokea and actually become a silver pack.
Thrust together like bacon in a purse.
Like bacon in a purse, bro. Straight from Monterrey. Look at you.
Bacon in the pancake.
Bacon in the pancake. As always, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank the audience for being here with us and following along on our fantastic story. It's gonna be real interesting to see what you guys do against some Rokea. I'm gonna have to read up on them to make sure that I am familiar with all of their goodies, because man, Farah are full of chicanery and shenaniganery. So we'll see if you get more than you wanted to bite into. No pun intended. As always, I want to give you guys a chance to plug whatever you're into. We'll start in phase order and moon phase order. So we'll start with you, Pepe. What are you up to, and where can people find you on the internet if you want to be found?
Don't want to be found, but I'm here every Tuesday.
Yeah, baby.
Werewolf and 5R. And occasionally on Saturdays for any one-shot games that you're running.
Yeah. We need to pick that up again.
Yep.
Walks, where can people find you on the internet if you want to be found, and what are you up to?
Nothing on the internet. I got nothing yet.
Oh,
Someday.
Oh, there's a yet.
But, well, things.
Okay. Okay. Liana, what are you up to, and where can people find you on the internet if you want to be found?
I don't currently want to be found on the internet. But you know, outside of the internet, I can typically be found on the couch reading a book. I don't know.
Delicious life.
I know, right?
Pocket bacon or no pocket bacon?
No pocket bacon, vegan.
Noted.
Yeah.
Artist, what
bacon pancakes.
Oh, okay. Artist, what are you up to? Where can people find you if you want to be found? Aside from petting your cat.
On camera.
Yeah.
The way that Nikki just died a little bit. Instagram at Ray of Moonlight. If you don't know how to spell Ray, then don't find me. I'm here every Tuesday for Legend of the Five Rings, and then Weird Wild West. And then, do I say the other thing or do I not say it?
If
Is it a secret?
you want to spoil it already, you can. I was gonna do it at the end of my thing.
Oh, okay. Then you do it at the end of your thing.
Okay. I appreciate you. And then Cora, what are you up to and where can people find you on the internet if you want to be found?
Well, you can find me on the Bird app, and that is at the Squishy Bear, or you can find me on all the other social medias under the Goth Fury Caern.
Nice.
I am in between things, but things are looking up because I am sure by the end of the year my mental health will be in a much better place because of work situations changing.
For the better.
I'm very happy.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Good to hear. And as always, that is a fantastic segue into our little spiel at the end of all our shows where we take mental health seriously here on the channel. If you feel like you need help, please know that it is okay to not be okay. And if you need help, there are resources out there for you. If you're watching live, there are phone numbers that have just gone up in our Twitch chat. They'll be in the description box if you're watching on YouTube at your leisure. But just know that there are people out there who want to help you and there are resources out there for you. If you're not in the United States or you prefer going through the internet, there is a link going up that'll also be available. It's findahelpline.com, which is a fantastic resource. It links out to places all over the world, so it's not just based here in the United States. If you're somewhere in Europe or Russia or anywhere else, just know that there are resources out there for you and that there are people who are wanting to help you and who are trained to help you get the help that you need. So just be aware that you do have access to resources. All you got to do is take that first step and just know that if you're not okay, it's okay to not be okay. We know a lot of us fight our demons in very different ways. As always, here on the channel, Mondays are for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Tuesdays are for Werewolf the Wild West or Legend of the Five Rings. Thursdays used to be for just 7th Sea, but we have started our alternating campaign along with it, which is Old Gods of Appalachia. And this Thursday, you will see Ray portraying with her introduction to Luella Bell, who I can't wait to see how different she is compared to Mori and Artis.
Just your average, 50-year-old, maybe to 100 or 200-year-old witch in the woods who looks like a lumberjack, and
that's okay.
just, yeah, that's the same as everyone else.
No character?
Yeah,
always watching, Wazeski.
Yeah,
Donald,
watching.
Are you suggesting that I'm a witch that lives in the woods who looks like a lumberjack? Because I'm into it.
Timeless.
A little bit.
Love
But
you.
if you want to catch me over on McStabber Studios every Wednesday playing the lovable scamp that is Agustin de la Cruz, he is a Dark Ages La Sombra, who has never done anything wrong in his life. He is just surviving in the Dark Ages, trying to become a better individual, a herald of Cain's words, as it were, when it comes to Vampire the Masquerade. So never once has he done anything criminal. Never has he set an entire village on fire. That's hearsay, lies and propaganda, as it were. And so, as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We will see you when we see you. Have a good night, guys. Bye.